It's August 15th here in southern Ontario, Canada, and I just kind of want to touch bases. I did a more in-depth, detailed video on this in the recent past. Klaus Shwab resigning as head of the World Economic Forum. Is it in Switzerland, I think the court case is? I didn't go back into my notes. But anyways, we all know something's happening there, okay? So this is what's happening. His own people went Judas on him. The foundation board, the board of trustees brought charges up in, I think it is a Swiss court, against Klaus. And the mainstream media, when they do talk about it in Europe, they emphasize Klaus was messing with some funds and some inappropriate behavior in the workplace, largely regarding members of the opposite sex. What they fail to mention is what really happened during Brexit. In 2020, the WEF stopped this particular program, but they had a world scale where they rated countries based on economics and societal this and that and everything else. See previous video back a couple months ago if you care to. The terminology and what it was all about isn't really important in this moment. Klaus had sent memos out to the WEFlings beneath him to fudge the numbers in the UK, mostly economically, regarding Brexit. The WEF did not want the UK to leave Brexit, obviously, because the European Union Commission in Brussels holds so much power over the EU countries. Side note, but not to be downplayed, Mark Carney was the Bank of England dude there, the head of, and he was totally against Brexit. Well, of course he was. We'll come back to Carney and Brexit momentarily. At the same time, and in the same set of charges, again, leaked documents show Klaus was encouraging his underlings, his WEFlings, to fudge the numbers pretty seriously on this same scale thing regarding India. Modi, leader of India, he's a Young Global Leaders Program graduate and a WEF member. So, yeah, okay. We can discount India in the big picture here, really, though. So, my point is, there's a point in part. There's Mark Carney, head of the governor of the Bank of England, discouraging and speaking against Brexit, while he at that same time, Carney that is, sat on the board of trustees and the foundation board at the World Economic Forum. Hard to believe he didn't catch wind of his then boss, Klaus Shwab, telling them to fudge the numbers, isn't it? Yeah. Anyways, Klaus Schwab's sacrificial lamb, word got out on the street. It took, 3-4 years, but when word did leak out that Klaus and company were fudging these numbers, well, they just sacrificed Klaus. He did it. We didn't. I didn't know anything about it. No, it was all Klaus. Yeah, okay. We'll just leave the vid here. I think you caught the play.